Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts. Progress report. We got the news, new interviews. We got the stats. Keep it a rack. Come join the pack. No, we.
What up, bro? You already know it is the world famous DJ Swamp Izzo broadcasting live right now from V103 headquarters. This is where all the specials goes, the fire, everything goes down. And I just wrapped up the exclusive interview with Lalaa. Conversation is epic. Progress report, you know what it is. Listen, don't hold the camera when I'm talking. It's that movie.
Count jewel, make sure all your pockets full. Get your sack right. You got kids, just make sure they good. Count work, put up your bond money first. Anything could happen, so prepare yourself for the worst. Jewel, young nigga keep the progress report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl, Lalaa Shepard, man. We are here with a new edition of Conversations with Lalaa, man, presented by the Progress Report, and I'm super excited. I'm sitting here with the legendary Swamp Izzo.
Legendary?
What's going on?
You gonna give me that?
Yeah.
You gonna give me that?
I got
Okay.
to. You agree?
Yeah. No.
Really?
I just started yesterday, so.
Oh, man.
Legendary. It's going. That's the future talk. Okay, I'm with it.
Nah, definitely, man. We got to speak things into existence, and also too, man. You've been putting in work for a long time, and you've been helping, progress the careers and launch the careers of a lot of people. So we got to put that title there.
All right.
You know what I mean? How you doing today?
I'll take that for now.
Okay.
I'm all right. What's
What's
up?
up? Man, we here. You know what's crazy? I remember I first met you a minute ago. I think y'all was about to put out a Young Scooter tape. I don't remember which one exactly, but we was at the old Hot Beats off of Spring Street.
Wow.
And y'all was doing that tape. I was there. I was working. I was interning with Sean when he was managing Young Scooter at the time.
That's right.
And that was my first time actually seeing you. So I was observing. I didn't want to introduce myself until I felt like it was time. You know what I mean? I was just kind of just looking like.
I was probably in there looking crazy or something.
I mean, you was working. You was doing your thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So.
Shout out to Young Scooter.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Scooter.
Yeah.
So let's take it back, man. Where did you start? How did you get into music? Where did you come from?
You want the real or the?
Man, we want all the real.
All right, so listen, I tell this story since we're on camera. Like,
for sure.
I grew up in a big fancy house. Moms had pops and had all this money, and I had like equipment everywhere, and I was just, you know what I mean. My father was like Denzel Washington. No, I'm just playing.
I was about to say you full of shit.
No. Just coming up, struggling like everybody else in the streets, and music was an outlet. I always liked what the guy was doing in the back. I just thought that was so amazing. Just watching that guy just do something.
Yeah.
Whatever he was doing, I was just so curious about it. I wanted to do that. Because I wasn't good at basketball. I tried that. Football wasn't my thing. Rapping, I definitely couldn't do that.
Got you.
So I ain't had a wicked shot. So I was like, nobody's really concerned with doing what he's doing. It's not too many, when I was coming up, not too many DJs. So I was like, maybe I could be good at that. I ain't had too many competitions, so I started just paying attention to the DJ and then what he does, and then I started studying that.
Respect.
And just start going from there. Clubs, cookouts, barbecues, the old school fashion way. Cookout barbecues, high school parties.
Definitely.
Getting a buzz, going in clubs, and then start working clubs, and then going from there.
Respect. Okay, cool. Talk about the, importance of a DJ back then when you first started. How important was it for an artist to have a DJ on their side, actually?
Still to this day, I think the DJ is really important for artists because they really can critique. They can really tell you what the people, especially an active DJ, if he's out in the club, he's on the radio like I'm doing, I can really kind of like give an artist the idea of where the music is at right now. You know what I mean? As far as sitting in the studio with a DJ, you can really, with an artist, you can really tell them like what the vibe can be. You know what I mean? Because artists just go and making. Some artists make specific music, but most artists, they just record as much as they can. And then a DJ would sit down and say, I think this is dope because I'm trying it out and people liking it, or I played it on radio and people loved it. Or I just got that talent, I could pick something. I got that ear for it.
Got you. Now that's real. Now I definitely agree. I think the DJs are just as relevant now as ever before.
Back then, yes.
I think just the only difference is as far as hosting mixtapes. Do you think DJs? Is it the same impact as once before? I know it was a time where if you ain't have no DJ hosting your tape, you weren't doing nothing.
Two questions. All right, so I'm gonna give you a quick answer.
All right.
The mixtape game is still relevant. It's still been around.
For sure.
It came it was sort of like a cheat code for artists. So I'm gonna give y'all a little science behind it. As an artist coming up with no name, you would get somebody like Swamp Izzo or my brother Scream.
Shout out to Scream.
To do a mixtape, and you would catapult Bungie off our brand.
True.
So if a guy walks in and nobody knows who he ain't rapping and I does his mixtape, you would listen faster compared to him putting his mixtape out.
That's a fact.
You'd be like, oh, Swamp Izzo, he did the School, he did the Thug, he did the Future.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense that my brand is probably gonna help him. He's gonna be somebody if I'm working with him.
Got you.
Simple.
Got you. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So kind of help, you know what I mean? Kind of help.
Okay. Respect. Well, you just name drop a couple of people that you came up with. Go ahead and just name drop a few other names, man, that you helped just launch their careers and help put them in, in a good. I
don't want to say I help. So I don't want to say I help. They're good friends. I say good friends.
That's
of course.
Cool. That's cool.
Of course, Scooter. Of course.
For sure.
Future. Of course, Young Thug.
For sure.
Most people know me from the Young Thug. I came from nothings, and most people know me from the Scooters, the street lotteries.
Damn right.
Future, these guys, they just been around me. Big Bank Black, these guys,
for sure.
been around me. Shawty Lo, Stuntman,
Man.
The whole D4L, Fable, all of them, they've been around. Shout out to Mook B too. I can't leave them out on Front Street. Can't leave them. These guys just been around.
Right.
They just gave me an opportunity. Shout out to Parlay. I know Parlay. He wouldn't do a mixtape without me. Shout out to Parlay, Franchise Boys.
Absolutely.
He wouldn't do a mixtape without me. He'd call me and be like, "Where you at?" Sleep, I'm doing something, I'm about to do a mixtape and you gotta do it and I'm outside, I'm blowing the horn. I'd be like, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, shout out to Parlay. Like,
sure.
he used to be on me, K Camp, of course.
Right.
Shout out to Cash Out. These are all good friends, man. I don't know.
Definitely. Okay. Respect. Which artist would you say kept it most real?
What do you, when you say that, go ahead, bro, it's a trick question. What do you say?
Is it a trick? Okay.
Kept it real as what? Financially or?
Just whatever you define as real. Which artist never forgot?
Wow, none of them.
Respect.
I call them all to this day.
Respect.
So now, it wasn't never, as my coming up was different. It wasn't, I never, if you listen to my mixtapes, I say I wasn't gonna never do a mixtape unless I talk to you. I was really that type of person.
For sure.
Like if I ain't deal with you, you can't email me the songs. I'm not doing it.
Gotcha.
I had to be vibing with you, or I had to build some type of rapport with you to put my stamp on it because I was being for real.
Right.
When I was putting the mixtapes out, I was for real.
Yeah.
I was in the studio and I was in the streets and I was in the club with them.
Right.
Like I just didn't do a mixtape and then you'd be like, yo, I'll holler at you later. It started getting that, my brain started getting that. I couldn't control it. They used to start sending me music. I just started to have to do it. But in the beginning, the Rich Kids and Kwony Cash, if you remember these, if you do your research on history, they came through me.
Oh yeah.
I was the only one was. You ask Kwony Cash, he'll tell you. Nobody will touch him. Yo, Swamp, I do it.
All right.
I hate to say it, I did. 2 Chainz was calling me. I tell the true story. He was calling me, yo, come over here, do the mixtape. And Kwony Cash was right there, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna do your mixtape.
Yeah.
Shout out to 2 Chainz, that's my brother. I love him to death. But I just, not that I didn't believe in 2 Chainz, he didn't have no wheels. And that's where my heart was at.
Respect.
At that time.
Respect.
Yeah, true story.
Got you.
So I went and did his. And all my home, we was in the studio, engineer, my Corey Blindside. He was like, let's go do the 2 Chainz. Let's go, he's calling you. I was like, bro, let's just do him, bro. Let's just help him. Let's just help. Bro, he gonna pay you. I was like, let's just help him. True story.
I respect that. What is it about, an independent artist, though? What is it about the independent artist that, intrigues you and makes you want to, be a part of that process? Because I'm not going to say the average person, but, somebody else in your predicament would have been like, shit, I'm going to just go over here to somebody that already got, the wheels rolling.
I be independent artists. Some artists are amazing. And I be seeing...
Big facts.
I be seeing their future, like, before they see it. Like, for real, I be seeing their future, like... So when I... Thug, you gotta think I was doing Thug mixtapes.
Came from nothing.
And I used to go let people hear it and just, nobody would listen. They would just go, get out my face, like, for real. And I used to be like... Do you hear what are you listening? nah, he sound like Wayne. I was like, bro, wait. Just, that's who he, you know what I mean? That's who he getting it from. So he's supposed to, you know what I mean, incorporate that feel into it. But he didn't sound nothing like that to me. I just know he was so dope. And he was saying stuff like, he did a song for me, and he said, my shoes came from Vietnam. And I looked at him and was like, oh, he's crazy. I like you. He excite me. He excite me. So like, I believe in artists that deep. No matter how it goes, I just believe him. You gotta think.
Respect.
Future was on the road with me before he was.
Future.
I was DJing for Big Bank Black. Future's. Yo, Swamp, can you play my song, Swamp? Dude, for real.
Right, no, I believe it. I know.
He'll tell you this story. I'm gonna give you a secret I've never told nobody.
Okay, let's do it.
I was DJing for Future at Clark, Atlanta. Homecoming. He wasn't even supposed to perform. I was DJing for an artist named Dose. He had a song out. Where they do that at Rick Ross, Fabulous, on a big artist. He liked Future. I say Future. I knew him. I'm rocking. He's like, yo, I'm gonna bring Future. I was like, whoa, nobody knows him. Crowd is crazy. Don't do that. It's not that time. I want to bring Future. I got this song with Future. No, bro, it's not that time right now. Don't gamble. We on stage. Rich Kidz is next. They lit. They on fire. Right. Schoolboy, he's on fire. They waiting on him. I'm DJing. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with you. Starts the music. Yo, I want to bring y'all somebody new to the stage. True story. Future. Silent. Unbelievable. Like they was like, yelling. Then it was quiet. And I hit play. And they start throwing shit.
Wow.
Start throwing shit on stage. I swear to God, on my daughter. The next year, you couldn't even park at Clark, Atlanta. Future was there. The next year. That was crazy. That was unbelievable.
Wow.
That was the next year, Future performed, and you couldn't park nowhere on Ashby, no street over. He packed it out solely. So that's amazing.
Nah, that's dope.
That's amazing. And I went because I wanted to see it. I was like, we was just here less than 12 months ago.
Yeah.
And he packed it out, and they screamed every word, and they act like they loved him. And I was like, wow.
That's hard. Man, talk about that, that gap from, being on the rise, on the come up, putting in their hard work to being a superstar. Man, what's the steps?
You asking me? I'm not a superstar.
But what's the steps from your
I don't know.
when you see an artist though?
Oh, from an artist?
Yeah, and see, like, you play an influential part, man. You know, you're on the radio as well as the clubs, and we're going to get to the clubs too. But, talk about just that. I guess what I'm asking is, how important is it to believe and have faith and to keep going? Because you just said they was throwing shit at Future. They didn't give a fuck about Future 1 year, but then the next year they waiting on Future, anticipating on.
I don't know that part. I just believe you just gotta have some good energy around you, because sometimes the energy will make you give up. The people around you make you give up. Like if you can have a strong mind, you can have a strong will and on doing something, and then sometimes everybody else will distract you to do something else. Bad advice. People start doing other things that be successful at it, kind of make you just go left. He was just in a place where he still had some good friends, me, Scream, other people in corner. So when he was trying to create it, you know what I'm saying, he could reach out.
Right.
So that's how Scream ended up doing the 1000 mixtape, you know what I'm saying, which was
Scream, yeah.
Which is introduction, really, you know what I'm saying, to masses.
Oh yeah.
And then he started going from there. So, you know what I mean, he just had some good friends in pocket.
Respect, yeah.
That's the key to it. I think
that's a good point.
I think we lose faith when trying. We used to say, let's just jump off the cliff and try. I don't think that's faith. I just think you just bungee in and hope something comes out of it. That we've been lose faith in it, because it just don't work like that. I seen people, like I said, that situation. I seen a lot of artists go to that situation, just go rock bottom, and when they get up and then become successful, even Thug, yeah. he gave up 1,000 times. I don't say gave up, but he was frustrated enough 1,000 times. I mean, I used to call him, just tell him, come on, Bankhead. He just come on in and just. One thing I loved about him, he could do like that. Like, he can rap like that. No matter what vibe, he could just be mad, arguing with somebody, and be like, yo, just put the beat on, and he gonna go. And it'd be dope. And remember people used to laugh, like when he rapping, and then they get it. Even the Danny Glover, I'm like, oh my God. If you listen to it, it was like, I remember they was like, what is he saying?
That was one of my favorite songs.
They was like, what is he saying? And I was like, he's so off this planet, it was so dope. I got songs that nobody still never heard. I got songs nobody still never heard to this day. I still got a bunch of Thug songs because we were working so much. Yo, he's so like, shout out to Thug.
Shout out to Thug, for sure. For sure. Okay, well, speaking of other artists, man, talk about Rallo.
Rallo.
You know, Rallo, free Rallo, man. Rallo, he's a solid individual. Tell me about, just one of your favorite memories about Rallo.
Rallo family. So, Rallo started with me, of course. Rallo's, I can go all the way back. Rallo is reminds me of myself. He's strong-willed, and he's determined. Whatever he's determined to do, he's gonna do it, and reap the benefits or the consequences later. So the music thing, he was around it. You know what I mean? Rallo used to come stay at the crib, so he's family. You know what I mean? So he was determined to do music. I remember him calling me. He was like, "Unc, I want to drop a mixtape." I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. He's like, all right, you're the only person, DJ I know. I'm gonna sing you some songs. How do they sound? I was like, it don't even matter. Let's just go. Let's just build a momentum. Let's build something and let's just go. And he did the first thing. He's like, I don't want to do another one. I want to do a big one. Like, who's the biggest DJ out? And I was like, I don't know. You think about it. He tell me, he's like, I just seen Khaled. We're about to call him and tell him that I want to do a mixtape with him. He's like, he was so excited, like, about it. But nah, man, free Rallo, man. Definitely. He definitely be home soon. Definitely be home soon.
Definitely, man.
Definitely be home soon. Strong will. He was, as you know, I can speak on everything that you already know. He's willing to help anybody. For sure. Any and everybody. For sure. Any and everybody. Yeah, shout out to Rallo.
Definitely. Okay, let's talk about Shawty Lo, and also too mention the movie that y'all did together.
Wow, Shawty Lo, man, my man. Shawty Lo is, I don't know how to explain it. A lot of people don't know the dude is the funniest dude in the world. Like, every show we ever did in life, he always played. Okay. Like, before he got on stage, he played. If he's performed, like, I don't know. He was a remarkable guy, man. Rest in peace, Shawty Lo. But I did Shawty Lo's first mixtape. I was rocking with Stuntman. Because I was around Stuntman first in the beginning. Stuntman, we did mixtapes with Chopper Family, all the artists, and they was on fire. But he started taking me over to the studio, and I started talking to Lo, and he was like, I want to do that. Like, he was like, I want to do the mixtape, but he was so street. He didn't know how to do music, so I could tell him like, say this and say that, and you know what I mean? Not like rhymes, but like when I'm doing drops, because he didn't know how to do. It was funny, but I did a project for him. He was so excited. We really didn't really put it out because he started being serious about it. And then he, of course, Scream, me and Scream always, for sure, tried to lay the foundation for the streets. So he did I'm the Man 1, 2, and 3, which was remarkable. But I was still on the road with him, you know what I mean? I was still his tour DJ through his career. So he's seen the shows from his first ever show, 0, till $40,000 a show. I was right there. Oh. Shawty Lo, he was amazing brother. Street. I've been on that road plenty of nights. I don't even know how I got home. I used to pray when we get in the car. There's so many guns in the car. I was like, bro, where we going at? 17 hours away. Oh my God. 17 hours like this. Like everywhere we go, I used to just pray. Because they was so street. Him, Stunt, all of them, they was so street. They just wasn't going. I didn't know like you could. I thought we had to because it was like my introduction and being out there on the road. So I didn't know we had to. I thought we turn it on and off. Yeah. But they were street 24/7. Yeah. no off.
Right.
It was no off button. Yeah. Shout out to Shawty Lo.
Talk about that film though.
The movie.
Yeah.
All right, so we never finished the movie, man. Rest in peace, bro. We was shooting them. We was headlining Birthday Bash.
Okay.
So they came up with the idea we was gonna shoot an intro
Okay.
for the birthday, but end up shooting a whole movie. You know what I mean? Whole half of a movie. It was dope. I got to play myself, dude from South Carolina. You know what I mean? Sit there talking to Lo. We talk about. It was dope. We had fun doing it, bro. But just never ended it. But if you watch on Google it, you'll see that from they was doing the whole scene till he jumped off the building, and then he jumped on stage at Birthday Bash.
Word.
The actual. So when you watching it in the crowd, you see he jumps off the building. The police chase him. He jumps off the building, and then jumps on stage. And then, of course, I make the movie and the biggest part ever. Don't leave my part out.
Nah, you can't.
Nah, that's what
You can't leave the part out.
Nah,
man.
rest in
That's dope.
peace, Shawty Lo, man. My guy,
man.
bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my guy.
Definitely. He a good guy, for sure.
Word.
I got a chance to go on the road with him one time. I think we went to South Carolina for a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's was the first out-of-town shows was there, so
Okay.
he always, I don't know how God be working, but, before he died on Tuesday. He went back to South Carolina that Saturday and Sunday. With my old crew. He was with my old crew.
Wow.
True story. He was with my old crew shooting dice and just cooling.
Right.
I don't know. God was putting his steps together.
Oh yeah. Always.
But Tuesday night he died. But he was just in South Carolina for the weekend with my guys. Shout out to Hilfiger and all of them. He was. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you say you're from South Carolina originally. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was see. I didn't know that.
Well. Yeah.
Okay. Talk about that transition though, from moving from there to coming to Atlanta.
Here, New York to here.
Got you. What part of New York?
Brownsville, Philly, New York here.
Got you.
Yeah,
okay.
so
Cool.
just always hearing about Atlanta, always hearing about it, and they was always saying it was lit. It was gonna be the next place. You know what I mean? It's lit. The music and Lil Jon. I remember I was talking to I was staying at this club in the Bronx. I was talking to D from Rough Riders, and he was playing this CD. He had this black truck, a lot of music, and he was playing this. He was like, "Yo, they are not even rapping. It's the biggest song in the world with no rap." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You got to hear it." And he was just had so much music in his car. The song was "Get Crunk Who You With." I never forget it. And it was just like a bass line, doo, 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 doo. Get crunk, who you with? Get crunk. And he said, they are losing their mind in Atlanta with this. And I was mind blown. I was like, what? And he was like, and it was, mind you, was freezing. And his truck was so loud, I'd never get it. And I just walked away like, I'm going to Atlanta.
That's simple.
Like, just that quick, like,
Right.
I'm going to Atlanta. Just that quick, like.
Yeah.
I walked away from him, and we was on the train. I was talking to my guy Manuk, and I was like, "I'm going to Atlanta, bro." He's like, "What?" You hear what he just said? It's like he said to in my mind. He said like, "You could go to Atlanta, and it's all the dope. You can make all the money you want." That's how I took it in my mind. I was like, "Oh, I'm going down there to
make it."
I'm like, "What a." Of course, we trying to come down here, low income housing. You know it's gonna take you when your money's not right.
Right.
So it takes you on Simpson Road, the Bluff, Bankhead. It takes you in the element of my whole life. So I actually moved to the people.
Directly
to the people.
Right. Man, the Crunk era, that was my favorite music era, period.
The Crunk was the most exciting party because when you think of traveling outside, you think of going close to water. Atlanta birthed a place with the Freaknik and stuff.
Everything.
That you didn't have to travel to the shore. Like you could come inland. Because most people that live, they were vacation next to the water.
Right.
Atlanta created something totally different.
Right.
Like you could go to this place and they gonna vibe and it's gonna be partying and the music is to the roof. Literally. When I got here, it was like, you walk in the club, it's like, up. Completely. Completely, like the music, the crunk, it was
straight up.
Oh, and then these little guys, they hang around my crib and they singing this song. And Marco was right here, sleeping on the floor. And Maceo keep coming through, and then he saw him out, I got this song. I'm like, what's the song? And they said, Ho, sit down. Sit down. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Ho, sit down. Just imagine somebody saying that to you.
Acapella.
3 months later, it's the biggest record. Literally. That's how I knew. I was like, oh, God is playing with me.
Right.
He's playing this game because my introduction, I'm still working regular. I'm still doing I'm not in the music. These guys is
right there. That's crazy.
So it comes from that, and then it starts. One person meets one person, and then I got with these guys stacked. Those shout out to Lamont, Soulja Boy, and Blindside. Like I was saying, Blindside, Young Hall. All these guys, they was the guys that really embraced me. Like, oh, you do music? Because everybody else was like, you do music, you got to be the police. Like, what? You DJ? Come on, bro. What you talking? Set me up? Like, it was like weird. But these guys, they was like, you serious? And then my guy, mom, was like, you serious about this? I was like, yeah. So tell me about, what did you do? What do you do? I was like, do mixtapes. Put them out, because I'm still on that New York mentality.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, we do mixtapes, put them out, pass them out. It's like, all right, how much is that gonna cost? I was like, I don't know, 10, 30, 40, 50,000. He's like, all right, but here it is. Here's the money. Like, wait, what do you do? So rap vans and posters, billboards, we just went crazy, and we just started monstering. Right. So we started going to clubs and making. So I'm pretty sure if you're in Atlanta, you heard of Stack Dope. We was running around shaking. Talk to me, man.
That's dope, man. That's some history. I mean, that's crazy to hear that, because see, like, I'm from Ohio, you know what I mean? I'm in Cincinnati, and when all that shit coming out, you know what I mean? Like I said, like, it's just, we consuming the music, but just to hear, you know, how it was birthed and just the stories behind it, that's so dope to me. And actually, I lived in New York for a year. I went to St. John's in Queens. Okay. So, you know, I know what that New York life is about, you know what I mean? But, you know, kind of saying with you, like, my whole reason for moving to Atlanta, it was in my heart. It was a calling, like, and then it was just like, it wasn't no question. It was like, once I felt it, I'm like, I gotta go, and that's what I did. So I definitely can relate to that.
Yeah, I came in, I didn't even have a plan.
Me neither.
It was no plan. I just know we ended up sleeping behind Popeyes, homeless. I was like, that wasn't the plan, because in my mind, I was like, I got it figured out. So.
Okay, so, man, we got to move towards Blue Flame.
Okay.
The clubs.
The infamous club.
Man, you know, you can't mention Blue Flame without mentioning you. You know, Kale's Kitchen. Those are a couple of things that come to mind immediately. Okay. So talk about getting into the Flame, and talk about, you know, what a Swamp Izzo means to Blue Flame.
The Blue Flame was an accident. I never was a strip club type person. Even though we used to hang in them, I just still never was a strip club type person. I just never seen the meaning. I was always a club party person. I got a weird phone call like, yo, can you do the DJ at the Flame tonight? I was like, the what? It was like the Blue Flame. I was like, oh, we just been there. Me and Scooter did a mixtape release party. I was like, okay, cool. What do they want me to do? Because I don't know how to do the DJing like the strip club. I don't know how to talk, say nothing like, no, just do what you do for one night, and it's cool. Just gonna pay you. I was like, how much y'all paying? It was like, this. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to be there. I'll be there when we come down. So in my mind, I went just to do my thing and leave. So I got there, shout to Marco Diamond. He went, he was like, yo, just do your thing. I don't gonna tell you nothing. I was like, cool. He's like, don't worry about nothing, just do your thing. And I went in there and just partied. I didn't even, and the first night, they was like, you suck, you ain't talk, you gotta talk to the customers. Shit. You don't know what you're doing. You just can't just DJ here. This is not club. They dance. Because it never happened before. Yeah. So if you go 8 years back, you if you ever been in strip clubs 8 years back, you'll remember it wasn't that vibe. Not saying I created it. Gotcha. But I'm saying I created it.
Okay.
No. Anyway, but I just.
Silly man.
I went in there DJing by default. Now when you go out, everybody goes to the strip club to party.
Oh yeah.
Think about it.
No, that's true. I'd rather go to the strip club any day than the regular club.
That's the vibe. The regular clubs. The strip club. You go in a regular club, they see dance. You be like, what the fuck? Like dancing like it's that vibe has changed. I think I've by mistakenly not created, but did something that was needed. Shout out to Marco Diamond because I didn't see it, and I did it, and then he was like, "Can you do tomorrow?" I was like, "Nah, man, I can't do tomorrow because I don't understand what I just did." And they saying I messed up. He's like, "No, just do the same thing," and I did it the next day, and then I can't even lie. He was like, "Yo, can you do the whole week?" I was like, "What?" Just like that.
Damn.
So I ended up doing the whole week, and I was like 2 months stressed out. I was like, let me just take off Mondays and Tuesdays. He's like, all right, cool, man. I need Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I was doing the whole week.
Every day.
Every day. It was cool financially, but it was just a wear and tear.
It's a lot.
Family.
Yeah.
It's wear and tear. Family. Like, my wife was like, hold on, wait, you doing what?
I bet.
You doing what? I was like, oh, just hold that. Just hold that for a minute. Like, that wears out quick. You know, after a year, like, what else the money? Like, this is too much for me to understand. And you know how that goes.
I already know it.
I just fight for it and try to, just pray I stay on this, right track with it.
No, definitely. Respect. Okay, well, talk about monetizing your talent and then, stepping outside of just doing, the strip clubs and doing other things.
That's dope. I always kept my hands into a lot of things. Of course, I did the mixtapes, radio stations. Of course, I'm on V103 XM.
For sure.
I'm doing DTLR. I'm doing a lot, like podcasting.
For sure.
I'm just trying to. I try to keep reinventing myself every year. Like just keep going. The strip club is a world of itself.
Right.
I'm not a strip club DJ. I hate that with a passion.
Yeah. I know DJs hate that shit.
I don't even know what that means when they say it because when I think of strip clubs, I think this, and I'm not that. No disrespect, because I look up at the when I start doing it, I start talking to the greats, X and Funky, and I'm like,
Coalition for sure.
Yeah, I'm start talking to them, and I'm start asking them like, what do I do? And they all said the same thing to me. Bro, just do you. I remember I talking to X for like an hour. He was like, all right, cool. Now you into my world, Swamp. I ain't coming to your. You into my world. And he's like, I was like, all right, just tell me what I need to do to be successful at it. And he said, do you. Shout to X. Big X. That's what he said. He didn't give me no long rundown. No, he didn't. He's like, bro, just do you. You got it, bro. I support you. Whatever you need from me, just call me.
Respect.
So shout out to Coalition. Yeah, they've been supportive.
For sure. Definitely. Okay, well, family life, you just mentioned it. Talk about raising a young lady.
Oh, man.
Man, a black young lady. Talk about
Well,
that.
my daughter's, Yasi is 5 going on 55.
Oh, my God, right.
She's 5 going on 55.
She got a lot of personality.
She's she orders her own food. She lives her life like she's 55 years old. I'm on her to pay rent. Like, when she sees this,
Say that.
You owe me rent for next month. Nah, she's, I really, me and my wife, we was raised different. She's from Gary, Indiana, real rough. Where I'm from, rough. We just let our daughter have fun and love life. So she's super smart. She's killing schools. She's just loving life, man. I don't really,
Right.
I just try to make sure she's happy.
Right. Respect, man.
That's it. That's what she comes up with. She probably gonna call in a minute.
For sure.
Try to figure out how to get on. She want to do an interview next.
Oh, man.
She got her YouTube channel. She just living her life. She living her life like for real. My one thing is just make sure she's happy.
Respect that.
That's it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your tips for longevity?
That's a good one. Longevity. You got to prepare at least 2 years ahead. I think that's what I do. I prepare. So I'm not trying to be advanced, but I'm preparing for that next step way over there for my longevity.
Okay.
I was preparing to do this with you.
Right. For sure.
You know what I mean? So that's just my advice. Might work for everybody else, something different, but I just prepare 2 years in advance. I'm doing this. Hopefully that creates something down the line.
For sure.
Block Boy Spanky, Petter Man, 2K Fousey, School, Nookie Andrews. I'm trying to get them to a place where it be something for the future.
Planting those seeds.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Respect. You know, one question we like to ask everybody that does interview on the show is, you know, to define the word progress. That's the name of the show, The Progress Report. We talk about growth, getting better, and, you know, just progressing and all that good stuff. So what does the word progress mean to you?
Progress. I didn't watch all the interviews, but I watched some of them. I was going to steal somebody's idea, man. To me, the word progress mean elevation. Progress mean, how many choices I got? Let's keep going.
Hey, man, it's unlimited.
Progress mean, when I think of progress, I think of dope and crack and cooking it up. No,
Hey, look, I thought you was about to give me a
I just had to fuck with you because you too serious. No. Progress, man.
Okay.
That grind. Progress mean that grind. To me, I don't know. It's a good word. I didn't even think about it. I guess elevation would be my dope word I use.
Respect. Okay.
I had you for a minute. She was looking. I said dope. She was looking.
I mean, I thought she was about to give me a crazy metaphor, man. I don't
yeah,
have
when
shit.
I take the purple horse and make the pink horse and
For
then put them
real?
together and they be a
some
rainbow. Yeah, she crazy.
Oh man. See, I was definitely about to run with it.
Well, for real, I had you too.
You definitely
I want to smoke what you smoking. Whatever you smoke before you did this, I want to smoke that because she like this. And she started, I seen the cloud. And she was like, what? Crack?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Hey, man, I'm going to keep that out the wraps. But nah, man, this has been dope, man. I definitely
We're not done. Come on, man. Come on, give me some more questions.
Okay, all right. So give you some more.
Yeah.
All right, Swamp.
Come on, you got to go harder, too, because I was expecting you was going to give me some good questions.
Oh, you ain't like my questions?
No, I'm just messing with you.
See, he played. What's your sign?
Aquarius.
Oh, my God, no wonder. I'm a Capricorn, man.
Yeah, you a little late. She should have just held you a little bit longer, and you'd have came over here with us.
You know what's crazy? I'm on the cusp, though. So I almost could have been Aquarius. But, you know, tell me about an Aquarius vibe, man. Tell me about, you know, some of y'all traits. 'Cause I'm learning.
Aquarius, yeah, man. Aquarius is, you know, we strong believers. We the great. Shout out to Oprah Winfrey.
Oh man, he got examples.
Yeah, when you think of Aquarius, you got to say Oprah Winfrey. That's self-explanatory right there. We gets to the bag.
Okay.
We helping people. We love hard.
For sure.
When you cross that line, we burn the bridge down. You can't never come back over it. We believe in everything. You know what I mean? And we trust a lot of people. We willing to help everybody.
Huh. Y'all jokesters too.
Oh, I love life.
For sure.
I love life.
Respect.
Life is not that serious. I love life. I mean, life is serious, but to me, I look at the fun parts of life.
You got to, man.
I be around some crazy stuff. I have to learn to laugh. Like,
nah, definitely. What's the craziest memory that you have that you feel like, damn, man, I can't believe I got out of this shit?
Oh, Afghanistan with the president going over traveling the world with Obama.
Oh, you did? Okay, shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was in Iraq.
Ooh-wee.
I was in, yeah. That's crazy for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, talk about the
Kuwait,
experience,
just all over the world, just traveling, man, just getting to see what's the world, like something that you don't even see in magazines. I've been to places they don't even know nothing but 50 Cent. They only speak English, but they only know Wu-Tang Clan and 50 Cent, like the DMX. But I tried because I remember I started to do some Lil Wayne. They didn't understand it, or maybe I was doing too much mixtape. I don't know, but they was like 50 Cent. I was like, what?
Wow.
50 Cent? You got 50 Cent? I was like, okay. In the club, and they just
shit, whole culture shock.
Wu-Tang is big over there. Wu-Tang is big overseas, mega big.
Wow.
Yeah, and Swamp Izzo is mega big over there too. Put that into.
Got you. Put it in there.
Put that over there out there. You gotta ask me questions like, how do they get in touch with you? Listen, follow me. I got 1 billion followers on Instagram. Yo, at Swamp Izzo, SWAMPIZZO. Listen.
I got one for you. Okay, now say we in the club. What's the best and worst way to approach you? Like if you in your prime time spinning, and say we got this artist that's, coming to the club. All right, look, I know it. She's shaking her head. What's the best and worst way so artists can know?
Oh, I got security. I keep security, so you can't even get into DJ.
Trust me, I know it's crazy. But see, one time I got past the security. It was C-Money was there that night though. I got past them niggas. They still got me. Yeah. But talk about the best and worst way to approach you.
I can't really I've been doing this for a long time, so I don't think I can hear. I don't want to put that on me, but I can't even hear you. So I'm just looking at you.
Like a fool, man.
And you doing like this. And you doing like this with your flash drive CD. I can't hear you.
Okay.
I'm not being rude, but.
You just can't hear it.
So just hit me, man. At Swamp Izzo. I got 1 billion followers on Instagram. Hit me. Send me your music. My email is real. The contact number's on there real. Everything's real. That's my IG page.
Okay. That's the best way to get in touch. So artists do not attempt. Don't attempt.
I'm in my bag. I'm vibing.
I feel you.
I just played that new Lucci, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whoa, I'm in that bag. I'm in that vibe. And you know what the artists be like? No disrespect to artists, but they be like, my record will fit right with that.
All the time, of course. They supposed to say that. They supposed to intrigue you.
I've played some dope records like that, and they've been epic. So I'm not saying don't do it, but I have got some records in the club, and they've been epic.
Okay. Like what? Do you remember any?
Never Scared, Bone Crusher.
Okay.
I don't know, that's just one of them. But I remember like that record, like, this is going to be it. And I was like, It's like, ooh. There's been a lot of records, but.
For sure. Which record right now do you think is the hottest in the streets? If you got to pick one, or maybe I'll give you two, because I know that's kind of tough. I'll give you two. Two hottest records right now.
Wait a Minute, Block Boy Spanky. Rob Wave.
Okay.
Heart of Ice, I think that's the name of it. Ice Heart, something like that. Crazy. Rod Wave, just shout out to that dude. I don't even know him.
Got you.
Plug.
That's love.
Cash at me.
Silly as hell, man.
No, cash at me, I'll need that bag. I was just playing. That record's crazy.
Word.
Yeah. 2K Fousey got a new one coming. It's coming. So you know I'm from the Low Booty. Petter Man got a Problems record. Crazy. School got a record. I Chose.
Okay.
Crazy. It's the team. Yeah. You know, it's never how you start, it's how you finish. Finish rich.
Right. Damn right. Okay. Talk about the process of, collecting money from the girls at the end of the night.
You want to go there?
Yeah.
All the girls have to give me a minimum. Should I say? I just say they give me a minimum. I won't say a number. All the girls have to give me a minimum.
Okay.
The process is easy. They pay me, or some don't. But the backlash of it is, I won't do as much as I did if you won't pay me.
Okay.
That's it. We got the girls at the Flame. I salute them because we got a good vibe. I've been vibing with them for years, so I don't have no issues with them. And I ain't even doing no cap with them. Some of them gonna be where they are, but I have a great rapport with all the girls at the Flame. Salute to them. We grind. We keep each other bills.
Respect.
My lights, they like my light. Shout out to the ones at the Flame. I salute them. Shout out to the whole Blue Flame for real. Shout out to Lil Kato too.
Okay.
Lil Kato. Next. Young, my little brother. He's working. I got to get you to interview him too.
Okay.
Remember I told you that plug? I got to get you in.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
it's time. I'm going to punch this clock. I got to be on the air.
For sure. All right, Swamp, man, this has been dope.
It's been dope. You didn't bring me no gift, no bag, nothing.
Hey, man, I got something for you, man. We're not going to do it on the thing, but I got
Cap. One thing I learned in Atlanta, the word is cap.
We cutting this part, y'all.
Don't cut it. Just cut
it. No, I'm just playing, D. Now, we're going to keep it in there. But now, I definitely appreciate your time, man. This has been dope.
Thank you.
Super informative for the people.
Thank you.
And then, just like I said, just me coming up off a lot of this music, just hearing the backstory is definitely dope.
Thank you.
For sure, for
Thank
sure.
You. Thank you.
Man, it's your girl Lalaa, man. We out.
We stay at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts. Practice report. We got the news, new interviews. We got the stats. Keep it a rack. Come join the pack. Know where we at. We ain't stay at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts. Practice report. We got the news, new interviews. We got the stats. Keep it a rack. Come join the pack. Know where we at. Yeah. Lalaa the GOAT. Brick keep it lit. Set on the spins. Every week.